Hafude and welcome to the University of Guam edition of A Higher Degree. I'm Norman Analista, the Director for Development and Alumni Affairs.
And I'm Jonas Macapinlac, Director of Integrated Marketing Communications, and we've got a great show today, don't we?
Absolutely. You know, in today's episode, we're going to be talking about the presidential lecture series that has taken place at the University of Guam. We have two outstanding featured speakers in that presentation. We had former Congressman General Ben Blas as well as Dr. Kiyoshi Kurokawa.
That's right.
And in this particular episode, we are also going to show you highlights from the 2013 UOG Alumni Reunion. And so at this point in time, let's go straight to the action, Jonas, and we'll feature some of our top stories from the last month.
In our top story, the University of Guam recently welcomed two distinguished guest speakers in the 18th and 19th Presidential Lecture Series. Dr. Kiyoshi Kurokawa, Japanese scholar and dignitary who served as the chair of the National Diet of Japan Fukushima Nuclear Accident Independent Investigation, spoke on October 14th, and retired Brigadier General Ben Blas, former member of Congress, spoke on October 18th. With the story, Triton News reporter Katrina Polanca.
Hafude, I'm here at the University of Guam Class Lecture Hall where Brigadier General Ben Blas will speak about his 30-year service in the United States Marine Corps and his 8-year run as Guam's congressional delegate. His lecture, entitled Remembrances and Realities, is the 19th chapter in the University of Guam's Presidential Lecture Series. An icon in Guam's political arena, Blas's lecture attracted dignitaries from local legislative and judicial branches. Blas was the first flag officer from Guam in any branch of the armed services and authored laws like Compact Impact, which remains a keystone in local policy discussions. Following his political and military career, Blas authored books about the history of Guam.
It's important for you to know who you are. It's important to know where you come from. That's even more important to know where you're going.
As the year's first local guest speaker, Blas's lecture brought the Presidential Lecture Series closer to home. Earlier in the week, students heard from Dr. Kiyoshi Kurokawa, a medical doctor and university professor who recently joined the likes of Bill Gates, Barack Obama, and Condoleezza Rice on the Foreign Policy Top 100 Global Thinkers of 2012. University of Guam President Robert Underwood invited Dr. Kurokawa after meeting him at the Pacific Science Congress in Kuala Lumpur.
What does it take to be a big thinker? You have to be a thinker and a doer that matters. And you have to be able to communicate very complex concepts in ways that are understood by general audiences.
That's exactly what Kurokawa did as the chair of the Fukushima Nuclear Accident Independent Investigation Commission. The commission set out to investigate the causes of the 2011 Fukushima nuclear disaster. Kurokawa stood out for his charisma and ability to tell people the brutal facts while remaining honest and fair.
That is a democratic process of transparency. You're right. That's a part of sabotage. They should be responsible. They should be accountable for that kind of thing. That is a group thing.
The Presidential Lecture Series gives students the opportunity to meet individuals who have made an impact on the local, national, and global stage. For such an event, no venue is more fitting than the grounds of a university that, through a mission to enlighten, to discover, and to serve, fosters future global thinkers. Reporting from the University of Guam in Manilao, I'm Katrina Polanca.
In October, the UOG Fine Arts Theater performed a play by Yasmin Reza called God of Carnage. Here's the story with Gabby Franquez.
Hafude, I'm Gabby Franquez, reporting here from the University of Guam's Fine Arts Theater, where the God of Carnage play is taking place.
The crowd filled the University of Guam's Fine Arts Theater with laughter and excitement as the God of Carnage play took stage. Assistant Professor Michelle Bloss shares her experience as director of God of Carnage.
I think I was really blessed with an amazing cast. They're fantastic, seasoned actors, very experienced.
Senior theater major Joyce Torres explains the message of God of Carnage.
I think the beauty of God of Carnage is because there's these four characters that are so different, but feel the same way about the situation in a strange way. But I think what's important is the idea that we wear multiple masks as a person, and there's comedy and tragedy in that, and I think that's the message of God of Carnage.
Meet Raisha Charfaris, a junior at the University of Guam, majoring in psychology and minoring in theater.
I am the stage manager for the show, so my job is essentially to make sure everything happens when it's supposed to, that things are going smoothly, actors are standing where they're supposed to when things happen. All the light and sound that you see and hear during the show are actually done from my booth up here. I call standbys and goes for things to make sure that, everything happens smoothly.
Theater major Ian Tyron shares his thoughts on the success of the play.
Every night that we've had so far, we've had a pretty receptive audience. They've responded to the jokes well. They responded to the awkward, intense pauses as well too. So it's been pretty good.
Reporting from the University of Guam's Fine Arts Theater, I'm Gabby Franquez.
And on November 14th, we held the 2013 UOG Alumni Reunion, and with all the highlights from that particular event is Kat Bungabong.
Hey Guam, I'm Catherine Bungabong, and welcome to the Emerald City.
On November 14, the UOG Alumni Association dedicated their reunion to host the Distinguished Alumni Award to celebrate the accomplishments of 5 alumni. The night was a fun-filled event with exciting performances, games, and great food that was sure to be a memorable experience for alumni, guests, and students. As Eileen Agahan explains, the university wanted to recognize the outstanding achievements and level of service the alumni demonstrated to the university and community.
So really, one great way to just recognize the wonderful things that alumni have done for our community.
Recognition of the distinguished alumni serve as an inspiration for students as they see the achievements that they too may be able to accomplish through hard work and dedication.
I think that having an alumni event like this is a great opportunity for the University of Guam to bring back its students, former students and alumni. It's a nice way to keep our graduates engaged, and I think that having alumni highlighted in events like this helps to inspire current students.
Guests enjoyed an amazing line of entertainment, including a creative, high-energy performance by the UOG Alumni Association students and friends that captured the theme of the event, The Wizard of Oz.
This was a wonderful event because it really brings everybody together. Once you graduate from college, sometimes you go off and you have your own life, but these events actually bring you back and then you see what's been happening.
The UOG Alumni Association aimed to deliver and brought nothing less than incredible to the table. Great memories, conversations, and entertainment made the event a success.
Reporting for A Higher Degree, I'm Catherine Bungabong.
Stay tuned to A Higher Degree. We've got some distinguished alumni coming up, as well as some highlights from the recent alumni reunion.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that. You gotta like that.
What's not to like? Like.
I like that.
Ooh, I like.
Oh, I definitely like that.
That too. I like that one.
I like it. Like, that's weird.
I like this. Yeah.
There's a whole lot of liking going on. That's right, we're too cool not to like. Like us on Facebook today. What do you like?
I like it.
I liked that yesterday.
Help make a difference in our community and join the fight against crime. Tune in to PNC News every Wednesday night at 6 on ABC 7 and on Fox 6 at 7 p.m. for the Guam Crime Stoppers Crime of the Week. Each week, the Guam Police Department will highlight an unsolved crime, hoping you may have information relating to the case. Join Crime Stoppers Coordinator Officer Paul Tapao every Wednesday night on PNC News for the Guam Crime Stoppers Crime of the Week.
Get the story from the Pacific News Center. Get both sides. Get it right. Get it from reporters you can trust. Cliff Rigel, Janella Carrera, Josh DeCanco, Betsy Brown, and Kevin Kerrigan. We've got the story. You can get it too. The Pacific News Center. News you can trust. Burn up the bandwidth. Guam's hottest talk comes to your smartphone with News Talk K57's streaming apps. The latest in news, weather, and talk in the palm of your hand. Plus, exclusive features let you talk back to us via email. Visit our webpage and see breaking news on PNC's Twitter page. Smartphone users can now download the free app, which will stream all day, every day, and anywhere. Look in your platform's app store for K57 and download it today.
And welcome back to A Higher Degree. I'm Norman Analista. Well, joining me in studio are two very proud winners of the recent Distinguished Alumni Awards. We have none other than Sheila Concepcion, who is a quality manager at DZSP 21, and she graduated with a BA in computer science in 2002. And to her right is AnnParo Rios, who is a sexual assault nurse examiner with Guam Behavioral Health and Wellness Center, who graduated with the BS in Nursing in 2003. So, ladies, welcome to the show and congratulations for earning the distinction of being a Distinguished Alumni for 2013. Now, before we get to know a little bit more about you, I would also like to take this opportunity to mention that 3 other individuals won the award but couldn't make it today. They are Dr. Matilda Rivera, who is an assistant professor at UOG from the School of Education. From the School of Business is Mr. George Chu, who is the executive vice president at TAN Holdings. And Darlene Moore, who is the founder and president of the Micronesian Archaeological Research Services, who graduated from the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences. So ladies, once again, congratulations. Sheila, you delivered a really touching speech that night. Do you care to share a little bit about what you talked about?
Well, I basically wanted to share my appreciation for getting the award. I feel very honored to be receiving just the title of distinguished and being honored to be recognized for all the hard work that I put into my life.
That's great. And Anne, you also gave an equally touching speech as well. What was it like receiving the award in front of all your family and friends?
It's truly an honor because it was just not my award. It represented all the nurses out there and then my family support that I had out there. So it was truly an honor.
Yeah, and I have to say that the energy in the room was just amazing. The amount of support that we received, not only from family and friends, but also the administrators and the faculty members that were there that night. For example, Sheila, Dr. Swanson, who was one of your first professors, he showed up, and it was a great reunion.
An exhilarating experience to see one of my very first professors there to help me and be a part of receiving this award.
Yeah, and I noticed that with the nursing profession, you're there to do your job. You're there to help people. Yes. You're there to care for people. And you did say that it was at first kind of a stretch for you to actually try to get this award, but at the end, it was something that you recognized, you appreciated, huh?
Yes, I truly did.
Yeah. So let's start with you, Anne. Your education from the University of Guam obviously helped to shape you into the person you are today. Can you give us some examples of that?
What it did is, I didn't grow up on the island, so it was just to kind of reconnect with the island home, and it was just great to have, although I've been a military brat and I've been exposed to so many different cultures and ethnicities, UOG offers a vast amount of people where you can make cultural connections from from different islands and from different regions. It's just amazing that you can find that here at home.
Yeah. And Sheila, you made the point that where you work at DZSP 21, you also hire a lot of UOG alumni.
Yeah, it certainly helps.
Yeah. What was it like, knowing that, you're employed at a company that hires a lot of fellow alum? Does it feel good?
I'm certainly proud to be a representative of the university and sharing the same knowledge that we all gained at the university, the same experiences that we got. Being a part of all of that, it's just, again, a remarkable experience.
And, that night we also had a lot of surprise entertainment, which we're actually going to share a little bit later on in this particular episode. Sheila, I should say, also was one of our star performers. So, overall, it was a really fun night.
Anything I could do to help the university out.
It was great in that we had the portion where we gave out the awards, and then at the same time we also infused a little bit of the talent that's found at the university, right? So I think a lot of people were genuinely surprised to see something like that, a mix of programs. So, Anne, is there one thing that stands out in your mind with regard to the time that you spent at the university?
Really, it enabled the professors and my instructors and all the preceptors is just to kind of encourage you to find yourself and to keep motivating and make the change within the island. It's just not about self-change and being a better person, but it's more about what can you do as a better person to help your community. And it's a memorable experience for sure.
That's great. Sheila, I'll give you the last word as we wrap up this segment. Anything that you want to say to the audience who's watching this?
Just that the education that I gained, the friendships that I made, the experiences that I took a part in at the university, it's really helped me become who I am today. It's set the foundation that's helped me excel in so many levels. And knowing that I had the university as part of my roots, it really keeps me grounded and helps me grow into further my career and my personal life. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Ladies, I wish we had more time to discuss the award, but indeed it was truly an honor to have given you the award and to, of course, be a part of the celebration. So once again, AnnParo Rios, who is the winner from the School of Nursing and Health Sciences, and Sheila Concepcion, who is the winner from the College of Natural and Applied Sciences. After the break, we'll show you some highlights from the UOG Alumni Reunion.
If you need to know, then you need to follow Guam's news leader, the Pacific News Center. First, feeding Twitter and Facebook 24 hours a day, every day. Friend us on Facebook at Pacific News Center and find us on Twitter at PNC Guam and News Talk K57. Newsmaker interviews, public events, and first in news. On your smartphone, PC, or pad, when you need to know, you need Guam's news leader, the Pacific News Center.
Help make a difference in our community and join the fight against crime. Tune in to PNC News every Wednesday night at 6 on ABC 7 and on Fox 6 at 7 p.m. for the Guam Crime Stoppers Crime of the Week. Each week, the Guam Police Department will highlight an unsolved crime, hoping you may have information relating to the case. Join Crime Stoppers Coordinator Officer Paul Tapao every Wednesday night on PNC News for the Guam Crime Stoppers Crime of the Week.
Fox 6 takes Guam's #1 rated news and talk radio station, News Talk K57 to TV. Watch Fox 6 every weekday as our PNC cameras feature the live in-studio environment of The Breakfast Show with Ray Gibson, Patty Arroyo on the radio, and The Big Show with Travis Coughlin on News Talk K57. Enjoy an entertaining televised look at Guam's most popular talk shows. Tune in to Fox 6 every Monday through Friday from 6 to noon, and then again from 4 to 6 to see what's on the radio.
And welcome back to the University of Guam edition of A Higher Degree. Well, in this particular segment, we're going to show you video highlights from the 2013 UOG Alumni Reunion. And Jonas, I'll tell you what, the entertainment was just a lot of fun to put together, and I can honestly say that the audience seemed to have enjoyed it.
There was a buzz, a great energy in the audience. I think you guys are going to enjoy this.
Yep. Well, it's called the Emerald City Mix because, as you know, from the 2013 Alumni Reunion, the theme was Enter the Emerald City. So we brought that theme to life through a cast of characters from The Wizard of Oz. So without further delay, let's get to the video.
Don't just stand. Ladies, let's get going. It's like the world, there's nothing to it.
There's no place like home.
take your nation, just let me liberate. One out is not too late. Ooh, hey, good girl. I know you want it. I know you want it. I know you want it. You're a good girl. Can't let it pass me. You're far from plastic. Talk about them past. I hate these bird lines. I know you want it. I know you want it. I know you want it. You're a good girl. What will you do? What's not good to be? What did I be? Ooh, yeah. Come on, get up. Ooh, do you like it hurt? You like it hurt? What you don't like hurt? Oh, hey.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.